Hello everybody, welcome to M-Shop and Bass Exchange, North Hollywood, California. Thank you for watching our channel. We received a lot of questions regarding the original MusicMaster versus to Ampmaster bass. And we would like to discuss and do some kind of sound samples so you can hear how they sound and what is going on. So everybody familiar, of course, with the classic MusicMaster. This is 1972, everything original, with famous 60 cycle hum, with bridge which has two saddles per string, so it's basically impossible to intonate. Of course, with a big headstock which neck diving all the time, you know you have to hand your hands all the time. And this bass pretty much really nice, really good bass, short-scale bass, which everybody wants, but people would like to get an update and would like to compare today original MusicMaster and we'll get the sound samples from new Ampmaster bass. Thank you for watching. And here's the Ampmaster made by Woodcraft Electric Guitars. So of course the problem is solved with the 60 cycle hum. Listen up. Quiet. Split coil pickups, which gives you a lot of punch and really quiet sound. Of course, L bridge with 4 bronze saddles eliminates all of that intonation problem and improve the sound quality. Super light neck with a small headstock, sort of like a Telecaster, so it doesn't give it a diving. It sits really nice here. When you put it on a strap, it hands tight, not doing this neck diving because it's super light neck. Super light bass, 6-bolt neck plate, and overall good sounding bass. So right now we'll ask our friend Uri Kleinman to make some kind of sound demo, and you guys will be listening to actual sounds. Thank you.
It's down, okay.
Let's do like that. He plays a little bit, and then we're starting to talk, okay? Hello everybody, Gary from M-Shop Bass Exchange, North Hollywood, California. We have special guest today, Uri Kleinman from overseas. Came here for tour with some kind of very famous singer. And our friend used to be in our store a long time ago, and right now he remember come in and he need a special request. He need the short scale bass with flat wound strings to do the special project. And he would like to get, like, of course, like everybody knows, the best bass for that. It's a Hofner Beetle bass. And he told me maybe you have something else which will be more like in a little bit different range with some kind of more tighter sound, but at the same time good sounding bass. And there we go, we help him with that. And he did the session with our Woodcraft Ampmaster bass, which we put flat wound strings, normally it's a round wound, and he did the session and we asked him a couple of questions like about that. What your was experience? How did you do that at the session with this bass?
Yeah, so first of all, the idea was to have a bass that has a more of like an old school type of sound.
Correct.
Obviously the flats immediately makes it happen, but it's also the short scale. You know, it's got like a more punchy sound, a little bit less sustained, but you know, in a good way, like an upright bass will have.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
and it was perfect for the recording.
Especially with the mutation, when you do a little bit
Oh,
music,
yeah.
it sounds like a
And
total
it was
like old
it was
bass.
very clean. It was had a really good output, and really played great. It was very clear also in the mix, like with with other instruments around.
Yeah.
So it was very very clean, very precise, tone wise.
So if you can show us a couple of tricks how you did it, like with a totally back down tone control with more
Oh,
open
yeah.
sound,
So-
so we have variation.
So obviously, every those basses are very simple technically, right?
Right.
But every small change here is creating a very
notice.
big difference, especially in recording, especially in recordings.
Right.
I think it was mostly on full. Maybe on one song it was a little bit less because I played with a pick.
I see.
So that was like we wanted to tame those high end,
Yes, yes, yes.
So that was perfect for that. I do find that I play a lot with my paw, and with muting.
Yes.
Helps controlling the sustain.
Correct.
And also the thumb have a lot of real estate here on the string, so you can manipulate, like you can get like more punch out of it and stuff like that, Yeah, it was just it's ringing.
So they're just
Very nice.
all the way open, right? With tone control all
The
the
tone
way up.
control all the way open. If you want to go for like
If you want to do like a
more
totally
old style.
vintage. But at the same time, I don't hear that boominess like from the old
Exactly.
school basses. They're all like a solid notes, and you can hear the articulation.
Oh yeah,
They're not getting lost.
true. Yeah, it's a very. The bass was very. Everything is very accurate, especially like the toning and everything was really did a really great job.
We designed the bass based on a classic Fender MusicMaster, but because a lot of people had the complaints about that it's nice bass, short scale, very convenient to play, but there was some kind of problem with the bridge, with intonation, because
Right.
it's only one saddle for two strings. It's impossible to do the correct
Right.
intonation. Plus, the pickup Leo Fender used to have like from the guitar, and
Right.
it's very noisy.
Yes.
A 60 cycle hum, especially on new stage right now. So we come with the idea, we improved whatever could be done correctly. We put like a totally new, like a L bridge with bronze saddles, which is like each saddle for each string with more real estate because it's a big barrel, so it gives you complete intonation, total in check. And we did, instead of like a guitar pickup, we exchanged it for the custom-made bass pickup, which is split coil. So basically like a precision without no noise. So I open it up right now, all the way up.
Yeah, one of the things that I noticed immediately was I was surprised that it wasn't ringing, like noising.
No noise. You see,
nothing.
he doesn't even hold the strings,
Yeah.
hand on the strings, and then there is no noise.
Yeah,
Usually when you use the MusicMaster, it's like right on, you can hear
Sure.
it. This one totally quiet.
Yeah.
And plus we did the really nice slim neck, sort of like from the jazz bass. So
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to play. Of course we can put reinforcement on the back. We did this 6-screw for the neck plate, which it gives you extra stability and gives you extra resonance from the body and the neck. And a lot of some
Two more things.
Yeah,
One, very lightweight.
very lightweight.
Two, very small, and it was practically you gave me a guitar case.
Correct.
for it,
I
right?
put in the guitar case.
Which is very helpful on flights for sure. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's about the short scale Ampmaster bass. Also, Uri was curious about another bass which we're making here. It calls, also made by Woodcraft company, we call them Bobcat. The idea was to recreate the famous Jaguar, but put some kind of
Right.
innovation. So that we put it in the same cat family, Leo called them Jaguar, we call them Bobcat. Because Bobcat, it's a cat in California,
Right.
One was in my backyard another day, so that's why we like that stuff. We like cats, of course, we like dogs, we like all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we called it. And
Yeah, good
we
idea.
can try that one right now. We just switch the bass. Guys, I will tell you something about Uri. I just recall something. First time when he came in our store, and he's been looking for the bass, and they trying the bass. In our store come in famous Ricky Rouse.
Right.
It's a guy who is amazing guitar player. He used to be musical director for Chaka Khan.
Right.
And he's obsessed with Jimi Hendrix.
So that's that you.
He knows every song right on, right from the spot. You just say song, he's already playing how it is. And we come in here and introduce Uri to him in like a sort of kind of in a joke way, said, hey, Ricky, by the way, if you need like for the session bass player, we have this guy, he's like a good player. And Ricky told me, let's test it, that guy. Let's see how good he is. And we brought here like a guitar amp,
Right.
and Uri sitting in here, they didn't know each other, just first time in their life. And Ricky starting to play something, and Uri started to play the bass. And he started with some kind of a couple of famous Hendrix songs.
Right.
And Uri started to play like he played with them all his life. And after when they did like a 3, 4, 5 songs maybe, Ricky said very interesting type of, he made very interesting comments. He told me, you know what? You are not overplaying the bass. You're right in there, and when you need, have some kind of extra spots, you can do your own type of little things, but you hold in the groove. You play in the solid bass, and it's a pleasure to play with you because I'm solo artist. I'm doing all my part, and you not bother me. You just actually helping me to stay in tune to do that accurately.
Oh yeah.
And
I can add to you know, in terms of like playing with other people and know your part, right? So I think bass and drums, you know, usually sometimes you want to participate in some musical venture that is going on in your band, right? But the reality is that you need to supply the foundation for everything to happen on the top.
You need to support
Exactly.
melody, songs, lyric, singer.
Exactly.
Yes.
And when a lot of basses, because also the bass have a high register, right?
Correct.
So you want to go there, you want to react, you want to respond. But basically you can respond by actually going into your own area, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or go actually in terms of that, to go under the note versus above the note that you're in, you know what I mean?
That's interesting.
So you can add from your, you can add energy in that way to support your band.
And you
members.
create that rhythmical type
Exactly.
of character with the drums, with everything.
Exactly.
That's what counts, you know?
Yeah, and make it
pretty
feel
much-
good.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was some kind of very interesting stuff. And he can play. He's not like a, you know, he cannot play like most of the bass players. That's why they play single notes, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
they good. He can play the bass, but he keep himself like a totally organized in a way of supporting. And when he needs to play, he can play.
Yeah.
You just show us this bass. the neck pickup with more deeper sound, and maybe you can do this type.
Yeah. So usually what I do is that, you know, if you want to play like more notes, right, per
Right,
time,
right.
like Jaco, let's say.
Yes.
So it's better to play on a thinner kind of sound,
Correct,
right?
correct.
And when you have a deeper sound, that's where you want to be at low,
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that's a neck pickup.
Yeah.
And this bass has like a switch for 3 positions, so neck, bridge, and in the middle it's got 2 pickup together. Sometimes people, when they do in the slap and open it up,
Right.
getting like.
Me myself, I'm a two pickup configuration person. I mean I mean eventually that's what I like.
So
the
you
most.
do it like a humbucker mod, so it's no noise
Yeah.
extra, and plus it.
And also I like that mid scoop thing that's
I see,
happening.
I
You know,
see, yeah.
that's really nice. Yeah. And also on stage, you know, very helpful to have two pickups, and then if you want to move to like, usually I use the front, you know, for like more rock stuff.
Right.
Right? This is like more.
More funky type of.
Yeah.
And when you go to the soloing, you go to the
Yeah.
bridge. Okay, so pretty much, what do you think? You're playing this bass first time, basically. You never
Oh, yeah.
seen it before. It's sort of kind of.
So what I notice immediately is that what you have in a good Fender bass usually is when you feel that when you hit the note, there's kind of vibration going on. You know what I mean? There's a kind of a return effect going on between you and the instrument.
Yeah,
you know?
you feel the vibration of the bass.
Exactly, and this has like that kind of vibe. Like when you hit a note, you feel that it's happening.
It's
you know what I mean?
acoustical sound.
Exactly, and that's also what I found in the other bass that we previously played here, is that acoustically it was very ringing, which is a good sign usually for, you know, with basses. You know,
I can tell you the secret for that.
Hmm?
You need to use the high quality maple for the neck to get this type of effect. If you're using cheap maple, you'll never get that stuff. So neck basically like a deck of your Steinway. If you're using cheap wood for the Steinway, you'll never get the Steinway. That's why like a generic pianos or whatever, you know, they use not
Cheap wood.
Cheap wood, that's why, you know, they dull, they don't ring, whatever. But when you're using high quality, very nice dry maple, that's how they resonate.
Oh yeah.
So that's why no matter what you do with the bass, no matter what kind of custom bass you make it, if you're using cheap wood, it's hard to get it sound.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's I mean. Also, I have my friend here, and both of us were like, "Wow."
By the way, your friend, come here, join us.
Leo,
please.
Leo.
Yeah,
LK
guys.
Strap, come on.
Come on,
LK
come
Strap
on,
in
don't
the
be shy,
house.
don't be shy. Guys, that's another very interesting guy right here. Just
Come.
come. What's your name, sir?
My name is Leo Cohen.
Leo Cohen.
Uh,
So I met Leo Cohen, Leo, 5 years ago, before the
5
COVID
years.
probably, right? Before the COVID at the NEM show. And he's been bringing very, very cool high-end bass and guitar straps.
Yeah.
He custom built them right here from the high quality leather, and he's making for the certain famous bass company already. He making for the artists, he making different colors. Leo wasn't expected the situation right now. He didn't
No.
bring any samples with them, right?
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about your straps. Why did you make them? How you make them? And what's cool about it?
Why did I make them? Well, actually, Uri and I are very close friends. We've been friends for 20 years.
20 years
at
almost,
least. And we're both bass players. And I used to sub for his gigs.
Okay.
Back
in the day.
Yeah, back in the days.
So then you good bass player as well.
Oh, yeah.
I can
Yeah,
He's got the fat sound, you know.
I know how
you
to play a little bit, but just say it very, very shortly. When I was 16 years old, I had a Fender Precision bass from 1979. And whoever knows these basses, they are notorious for being super, super, super heavy.
12 pounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
more.
yeah.
Mine was like 13 pounds.
Wow.
And you know, I'm not a huge dude. I couldn't really play it live. I couldn't stand up and play like a live show, you know,
Right.
like an hour. And long story short, my grandfather used to work in leather, and for some reason, I had a few leather scraps under my bed. And just one day, I just took them out, made a makeshift strap, like I had no, you know, no machinery, no nothing, no glue, no nothing. I just made holes, sewed it around with the leather thread, made like something that would work for me, stood up, and all of a sudden,
Change the game.
I felt like, okay, I can play the bass, it's comfortable, and I took it from there to a rehearsal room, and you know how it is with rehearsal rooms, all the musicians, they swap, you know?
And they
So
try
they all
and say,
talk
oh,
to
I
like
want one
equipment,
like
oh,
that.
what do you have, what are you using? And then my
Correct.
friend, the bass player, saw it, that strap, and he was like, oh, that's pretty cool. What is that? And I was like, it's a strap that I actually made. He's like, oh, can you make me one? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll make you one. I didn't know anything about anything, but I just, you know, I wanted to help, and I made him, and that's kind of how it
That's how
started.
it started, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of the guinea pig. Whenever he made something, it was like,
Yeah.
For your approval.
yeah,
Yes.
get it, and you know, whatever. So I used to play a 5-string, and something that is happening a lot with 5-string is that the neck is very thick
Correct.
and heavy.
Yeah.
So the energy of the bass is, you know, is going down.
It's going down
and it's
for
kind
sure.
of bothering sometimes.
Right.
So I came to him and I said, you know, Lior, I need some help, you know, because the bass doesn't sit very well. And he just started with his business back then, and he just like put like maybe 30 of them on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like pick
Sure.
one
Yeah.
and let's start, you know. So I changed everyone. I went back and forth, and I didn't know how deep this thing can go, because the texture, you know, of the inside of the strap is affecting the way that you feel it on your
Right,
body, the way that it moves on your body. And once I found the one, I felt like a very intimate connection with the instrument, like it was a piece of my body.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I knew that, you know, Lior straps is basically the best ones that I can ever
Yeah,
have,
because
you
you
know?
feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You want to play, and
Exactly.
you can play hours without hurting your
Exactly.
shoulder. That's a whole
Yeah,
idea.
it was very helpful to me. And
Leo, are you
I
planning to
tell
come
him
in
that
for the
very
NAMM show
often.
this year?
Yes.
You will be there.
Yeah,
Guys,
definitely.
by the way, Leo will be at the NAMM show. Whoever is coming in January, watch for him. He probably will be cruising,
Just be walking around.
He
with
might
some
stop by
straps
in
on my
our
back.
booth. We have the plan.
Yeah.
We're planning to have that booth. We're
Yes.
sharing with the Tysonic company. Tysonic making the very, very high-end titanium bridges. So we'll be there. Leo will be cruising there. Probably he will leave a couple of bases in our room as well for the demo. You can always come in, check it out, and see how you feel. That we always can find Leo. If somebody wants the special strap, custom request, he will be there. We will be here. M Shop will be there, and Uri is coming as a special guest.
Uri is
We will
definitely gonna
announce
be
the
there.
date. Uri probably will jam with somebody there. Okay.
Definitely.
So thank you very much, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Uri. Thank you,
Thank
Leo,
you.
to coming on our store.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for watching our channel.